Hello there everyone and welcome back to Europa Universalis. We are back here in Castile and trying to figure out our next move, other than expanding our fleet and taking more control of our trade node, because we really need to get a war going. 49%. I really need to, yeah. I mean, Morocco's a problem. I got out of a war with them probably sooner than I should have, but that's okay. We've got an idea group. Oh, excellent. Tlemcen. Yes, just after I wrapped up, I noticed that Tlemcen was actually happy enough with me that they would actually take an alliance, which now gives me a partner in a future fight against Morocco, which should be very useful. Terra Incognita. So the idea group, I'm still sort of thinking on exactly what I want it to be. I'm leaning towards a military group, although they've all got their points, shall we say. I really kind of like the idea of the defensive ideas because that's some pretty good attrition while they're in my territory. Yeah, I'm going to have to think on this for a bit. Fortunately, I have the luxury of a bit of time to think on it. But for now, I'm just going to unpause, and we are going to decide when to attack Aragon here. Assuming they don't attack me first. Because there's few things that would be better than if they went to war with somebody else before... basically before they are ready. I'll get 2 more infantry in each. That's going to get me pretty close to my land. In fact, that will get me right to my force limit. Okay. Merge that. In fact, it might even put me 1 over it, but you know what? That might be okay. Is there a river between? No, there is not. So this guy can go straight into their capital without any issue. Now, in terms of naval force limit, how are we doing? We've got room for 3 more ships. In the interest of getting us in solid footings on the coastal defenses here, let's get 3 more heavies. That will cap us out on both navy and military. It should put us in pretty solid footings to take on Aragon and her allies. Especially if Tlemcen, because Tlemcen has a pretty solid fleet themselves. Not a huge one, but a good one. And perhaps if they come in and join us... Oh, England is falling apart at the seams there. Let's see, well, if you're happy enough with me, if I was to attack Aragon, would you join me? And would anybody join me? Are we still in... No, we are still not. They are threatened. They are mostly threatened by me. And they're, I think, still in the middle of a war. Okay, well, let's leave that at that for now. And we will continue. Now, I might... Yeah, there's a lot of light ships, but no heavies, which is interesting. As soon as my heavies are done, I might just do it. You 2 there. You 2 there. $16 stacks. That is a pair of nice solid militaries. We outnumber him 2 to 1 at this point. But yeah, military ideas might be nice to have. Let's check my advisors. Let's make sure I haven't lost anybody yet. Have not. Military spending is low, so yeah, things will get iffy once I start actually having my war. I mean, in an ideal world, I would take on you guys first, Granada, because I actually have a mission to deal with them. But I'm in truce with them for another 3 years. We lost a general. Unfortunate. We lost our good general. Even more unfortunate. Well. 2 leaders. We can support 1. Rulers and heirs are free. What kind of leader does he have to kick in over there? 1100. Actually, that's not a great leader. With my 1 guy and my little guy. Actually, let's set you to no leader. You to the other guy. And you, since you're going to be actually going after the primary army, that'll give you an advantage. Okay. I'm going to tell him to attach to this unit. When war starts, this guy will come and join me here. Yeah, I think a military idea group would be a pretty good idea. Let's have a look. We got to figure this out. So do I want to be massive modifier to my manpower? Higher quality armies? Army tradition. You know what? Army tradition, yearly army tradition +1 would give me... Let's actually have a look at that. Where is my army tradition noted? Military? Army tradition. 6.9. So if I continue upping my army tradition, it's currently dropping at 0.74 per year. If I reverse that, I could actually wind up with... would it increase or would it just stabilize the decay? I don't know. But what else is in that one? In defensive ideas. So, second one is higher morale, which has got its points. Better maneuver. It's either that or naval ideas, considering how much fighting I'm having to do on the water. You know what? Let's go defensive. Let's make every inch of my land a nightmare to take. And we'll get our battlefield commissions already. Okay, let's see what that has done to my army tradition. Battlefield commissions changing 0 plus 0.65. So now our army tradition is going up year by year. Which means in the future we're going to be able to recruit better and better military leaders. Our ships are almost done, which means the party is about to start. Barring something unexpected with Granada here. Diplomacy. Oh, what's up? Portugal? Royal marriage offer from Portugal. Sure. Hey, Portugal, now that we are, you know, bosom buddies with a wedded relationship, why will you not help me attack Aragon? You're in debt. You're... Oh, accepting... You're still at truce with him, aren't you? Or you're improving... You're improving Aragon's... You treacherous bugger. Treacherous Portugal is treacherous. There go my supply ships. Let's get you guys all out in the straits here. It's got 19 ships, all of which are light in transports. So let's head up here and blockade him with 10 heavies. And I think this is as good as it is going to get. Can I get another tech? Not quite. What can I build at this point? Buildings? Still only the basic one. We're still waiting on one more tech level to do that. The last few times I've started an early war, it's gone badly, but I can't afford not to get start knocking him down a little. Nobody's going to help me. Everyone's going to help him. How big is Milan? Milan, 2 province minor. Okay. Mantua? Where is Mantua? 1 province minor. Urbino. 1 province minor. Naples is the biggest additional threat, with 9 regiments and a pretty decent leader there. But I think... How big is... Okay, other question. How big is their navy? Military navies. Naples. Three lights, 7 galleys, 4 transports. I outnumber them on the navy beautifully. Okay, and Aragon's almost their entire navy is currently in their port except for their trade ships, which they will probably foolishly slam against my 10 heavies here. Heck with it, let's do this. Cassius Belli, take Aragon. Here we go. I can hire a free military leader. Why can I not hire a... I can hire an admiral. Let's hold off on that. Too many diplomatic relationships. Who cares? Country is at war. And... Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Okay, stop. Stop, stop. Stop, stop. Thank you, reminders. Okay, give them just a couple minutes to cap out their morale a bit. Come on, no, this is... We're not breaking. We are not going to break. Come on, get them. Get in there. Get in there and protect. Ah, we lost. And there goes the other one. And there we won. Okay. And I think we just outnumbered, just beat them 2-1. So that actually stack wiped them. Okay, not ideal, but not bad. Not ideal, but not bad. We've blockaded his port. He's hired somebody new. Alright, we need you to start recovering morale a bit. Okay, well here comes the rest of his army. Recall. Okay. Okay. Let's try and catch him. You think you're going to siege me down? I don't think so. Detach siege. Get him. Detach siege. Get him. Mantua brought 3 regiments. Good for you, Mantua. I see game diplomatic power for 0.5 inflation. Sure, sounds good. $18 regiments coming at you there. Detach. Oh, no, just hold your position, man. Oh. Which port is it? No, we gotta quarantine. Alright, we're coming through. See you later, man. We've only got them 20% blockaded, but... Okay. Detach siege and head south. Let's have you head here first, and then we'll detach the siege and get rid of the last one. Stack wipe, detach, and go. Detach and get him. Detach and siege down his last province. Excellent. Detach and head back to our own, back to defend our vassal. Awesome. That is the way a bloody war is supposed to be fought, right there. And what happened to my trade vessels? What did happen to my trade vessels? Okay, let's save our papal influence for something more valuable than taking control of things. He's going to come back and he's going to run straight into France. He's actually going to have to run to his allies' territory somewhere miles and miles away. Land maintenance modifier reduced. Oh, beautiful. This is the way a war is supposed to be fought. Too cool. Who's this? France. France is partying. It's all good. Is there any other problems I should be worried about out here? No, not really. Siena is in an alliance with Milan. Whatever. I doubt they're going to call in. This is going to force their fleet out into the lake. When this siege finishes, it's going to force their fleet to come and take on my 7 heavies here. Let's see, where's my... these guys are currently located... Oh, the Canaries. That's a good spot for you. Cool. Alright, prestige is down, but that's going to change pretty fast here. 1 down. We just got the war goal, and we're going to see if we can squeeze 1 extra province out of them once we're done. If we can squeeze 2 or 3 provinces out of him, so much the better. There goes that one. Now let's see. Does anybody want out? Because if I can piece out... Nah, they're all still pretty happy with this. That's going to change real fast, though. And by the time we're done this war, we'll be ready to take on these guys and maybe finally do the wipeout party with them. Yeah, this is going to be a party and a half here in just a minute. They didn't bring in any of their ships, at least nothing of significance. Brilliant. Well, my vassal helped out quite a bit. In fact, I think he's probably chilling with our army here. Merge that one and that one back into a single army. Alright, 42% chance of this one falling here. Valencia. Let's see what happens. If I could get Barcelona and Aragon, that would break them in half, and that would really, potentially really mess them up. That can create quite the instability. And there goes Valencia, and we just forced their ships out, which means it's ship sinking party time. Because we got 10 heavies versus their... Yeah. Enough said. They're going to head to somewhere else. It's too bad. I wish I could have killed more of them, but you know what? That's okay. This is a good war. Girona is mine. Let's head you to Madrid. We're sieging him down beautifully. Almost no losses. His allies are simply unable to figure out how to come get me. Alright, Aragon. I want that province. Yeah, you'll take that. The question is, will you give me Barcelona? It's a pretty valuable province. Well, let's find out. Not for the amount of war score we've got right now, but possibly if we recruit a couple of ships, a couple of cogs, we might be able to actually drop some troops on that island there. Rousselot, okay. You and you can come home. What do you think? What do you think? Still not wanting to peace out with 54? Not quite, huh? Not quite. It would appear. We'll finish this last siege and then we'll plan whether or not we're going to swing some troops over to here. If he takes the Aragon-Barcelona trade, Barcelona is a 13 base tax province. So we're talking big money out of his coffers if we can take that one for myself. I mean, Alicante would be a nice one too. It's 7 base tax, so Barcelona, we want Barcelona. Period. Full stop. That's it. Let's make this happen. Alright, let's see. I think I have access to another diplomat, to a Diplotech. Do I? Yes, I do. Almost. Like next month. But I'm going to need some of that to... Oh, there's our truce with Granada gone. Let's just reconstitute from this, because I want to see if I... Okay, first, if I make peace with you right now, will you take that? No, you're still short on war score. Okay, well, it's a good thing I'm building some cogs then. We'll go take on... Now, that's not their capital. No, it was actually on the list of potential provinces I could take, so it's not their capital or anything. Yeah, they won't take that one. They would take that. I could take 3 provinces. No, I could take 3, or I could take their core province, a really good province, and Aragon to give myself a swath right through their homeland, which I think is probably the most valuable use of the stuff. Let's find out if there's anything of importance here. Because if he has no troops, we should be good to go. We'll just get our... nothing that I can see. Let's go get our cogs. Okay, join up with the rest of our fleet. And let's get the last siege going here. Let's group this mess together. Guard our ships a bit. Yes. Extra merchants, or... Ooh, another merchant? Till 1461. Yeah, let's get an extra merchant, and we'll do a little extra trade redirection here.